ഇത്ര കുറച്ച് സമയം എടുത്തിട്ട് പറയണല്ലേ 1 2 3
My mom weirdly did not ask me this. I don't know why.
Mom is like,
When it comes to family, they are firstly concerned about safety. So
shared
when they
like this reel about this, I could see like almost like a river of people like blue, red, white and just like flowing through London.
Another
And I could,
person like staring him down, I become concerned and then I get into that defensive mode.
so welcome to അത് ഇത്ര കുറച്ച് സമയം എടുത്തിട്ട് പറയണല്ലേ 1 2 3 welcome to another episode of Opod. So ഒരു energy, because everyone is complaining that we don't have energy. Everyone is saying that we need hook, something hook in the വേണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു to yes, like in every video or every post you add that first and then start it.
we are
like
trying,
that.
but we don't know what to actually.
If you have any tips, send it to us.
Yes,
because we don't have any ideas of it. We have tried and failed.
Yes. Yeah.
So how was 1 week without shooting? 1 week അല്ലേ? 1 week ആയുള്ളൂ. 1 week ആയുള്ളൂ.
അറിഞ്ഞില്ല ഓണം എന്തൊക്കെയോ ആയിട്ട് ബിസി ആയി.
Oh, you guys did. I was not there, but you guys did Onam. How was
Onam together.
second round of Sadhya?
Yeah.
Third round of Sadhya for me.
Oh, third round.
And
Yeah,
she
for
went
her
on
as
a
well.
Yeah, I went to touch grass. Yes,
You had to.
I had to. But then in the meantime of touching grass, that's where I saw the news of the protest going through. So, and before we start the episode, we'll be mostly talking in English because the nation wants to know. Nation needs to know. So we'll be talking mostly in English. So yeah, that's when I was in Highlands or somewhere. So I didn't had much range or anything. Somebody shared like this reel about this. I could see like almost like a river of people like blue, red, white and just like flowing through London, and I couldn't see what it was about because it was stuck ingane vannu poi, so I couldn't see exactly what it is. Then the second reel I got, that's where I saw what was happening is this the protesters having like a chapati roll from an Indian on their break. They are eating onion bhaji or like from Indian stalls. So it made me like, I think I was more angry about the fact that I was angry about the fact that they were unaware of how much they are utilizing our services, but still like saying go back India, go back to your country. So how are you guys?
good. Very good question.
Yes. How are you after seeing all these news and everything? Are you very saturated? Like after a point, it's not good to be saturated. Like how idu corona nadakanalle. It's also not good. But how are you actually feeling?
To be honest, it's scary because ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ തന്നെ ഇന്നലെ രാത്രി പുറത്തിറങ്ങുമ്പോൾ I don't know if it's we should talk in English, right?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so
Try your best.
When we put it that way, you can't really speak.
we're like so focused.
Don't
on
worry. Speak in any language and we will do very good subtitling.
Yeah. So I think it's a bit scary now, especially I saw this news where there was this lady, I think she's just sick but settled as a ഇവിടെ തന്നെ സെറ്റിൽ ആയ ഒരു വുമനാണ്, ബട്ട് ഷീ വാസ് molested or raped by 2 British men. And while they were doing that, they were saying, go back to your country, go back to your country. And she was just going to work around 8:30 in the night. In the morning?
The morning, 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
She's just 20 years old.
Yeah, so after hearing that, I'm a bit concerned because especially in a place like Bournemouth, there's no much people around, right? And I feel like a lot of people doesn't even know what is happening. Like if you don't dig into it, you don't know why this is happening or what this is happening. So especially right now when there is a recession and everything, people just want to get like we spoke in the last episode, they just want to know അവർക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും കിട്ടിയ ആ ഹുക്ക് വെച്ച് they'll just yeah, so I feel like അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി പേടിയാണ് പുറത്തു പോവാൻ. ബിക്കോസ് ഈവൻ ആരെങ്കിലും നമ്മളോട് സംസാരിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിലും അറിയില്ല അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ഭയങ്കര കൺഫ്യൂഷൻ സ്റ്റേജിലാണ്. എസ്പെഷ്യലി നമ്മളുടെ വിസയുടെ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സമയത്ത് ഇതും കൂടെ ആകുമ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ്സ് മിക്സ് ഫീലിങ്സ് ആൻഡ്
like ഇപ്പോൾ ലണ്ടനിലെ പ്രൊട്ടസ്റ്റ് കണ്ടിട്ട് like people from India sent me this reel and asking, are you okay there? I'm like, yeah, this happened in London, but then I'm staying away from London, so it's not that intensive here.
Yeah.
But it's still, there's like protests happening and stuff. So yeah, whenever I go for work in the morning, രാവിലെ ട്രെയിനിൽ ഇരിക്കുമ്പോഴാണേലും if someone like looks back at me twice, I get scared. Or if someone who is like a brown skinned person who is there with me and then there's another person like staring him down, I become concerned and then I get into that defensive mode.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why is he staring him down? What is the purpose of it? So yeah, I think we are all in this very cautious mindset right now because we know why everything's happening. Every protest and everything is happening right now, but then the people who are protesting don't actually understand it. I feel because they are trying to blame something that's like lacking in the country on immigrants. Yeah. So and then it's just them trying to find a solution that they actually cannot solve in a way, so they're just blaming it on something that they can't actually control right now as well, I think. Yeah.
Like, do you think the reason, like I genuinely don't feel, because of all these not just reels but all these articles also about how they sang Freddie Mercury songs during the protest, I'm like but so how much are you aware of it, or are you just here because it like everyone said that they are taking your job? How much are you aware of the situation?
I really don't think they are aware of it, because if they tried to educate themselves, they would think in a different way. Maybe not completely different, but still they would think, oh, this might not be it എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ ചിലപ്പം ചിന്തിക്കാൻ chances are there. And then I don't think they even realize that Freddie Mercury is a person who is like an immigrant and who is very queer as well. So I don't think they actually think ഇങ്ങനത്തെ പ്ലേ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ മ്യൂസിക് പ്ലേ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അവർ അങ്ങനെ ആലോചിക്കുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നില്ല.
Example you gave in the beginning, like they went to an Indian restaurant during the protest. That itself speaks for it, know.
I saw one reel where somebody asking like, why are you protesting? Like, so they are taking all of our jobs and everything. So that person asking question, so what are your qualification? And he said, I don't have any qualification, because they are taking that also. I'm like, bro, like, so that's why like it feels like there is no base to any of it. But like thousands of people, hundreds and thousands of people were protesting on the street. That was a bit like I was scared first time. Remember like last year there was a whole there was like a surge of here where there were like two sides of one people pro anti-immigrants and like one was against it. So yeah, that time I was a bit scared to like go outside and everything. But now I feel like maybe again because it's in London and we are a bit far away, so but here also you said you saw some kids.
I have seen them like doing protests around this corner as well, like, and it's been days since they are doing it, and they're like kids, like literally I think they are like between 10 or 15 very kids are protesting against and like immigrants, and then what they call is like illegal immigrants. That's the like asylum seekers, that's the word they use. And then they're mainly protesting against them, especially. So I really think it's like they inflation വരുന്നു, അപ്പം പിന്നെ housing the problems വരുന്നു, and then they just want to blame it on, put the blame on
somebody.
So the people who actually have to take care of stuff like these and then have to make policies, like better policies, don't, are not held accountable
Yeah.
mainly. So yeah.
But no, you didn't. Sorry, you were saying.
I was just thinking like from where it all started. I think ഈ Brexit ഒക്കെ വന്നപ്പോഴാണ് it all started, and when UK was not, I mean,
Voted to
and
be
then
out.
like അവർക്ക് ഫൈനാൻസിന് കുറവ് വന്നപ്പോഴാണ് they started taking more healthcare workers from other countries and everything, and then we are also paying the same taxes. We are also I think even as students we are still looking for jobs. It's not like we paid a lot of fees to come here. It's not just
Yeah.
like നമ്മൾ ലീഗലായിട്ട് വന്ന ആൾക്കാരുമാണ്. So yeah,
It's said that an immigrant actually pays more in
yes,
tax
yeah.
than a person who's born and
Born
brought up here.
in UK,
yeah, and then we are paying health
Surge,
surcharge,
yeah.
and then we are paying visa.
Yeah.
It's like we actually contribute to the GDP a lot
Yeah.
in many ways.
even in the university fees, if you take that, we
It's
pay
extra,
a lot
yeah.
higher than the people from this country. So we are actually here to like not help, I would say, but we are also
Our funds are helping the
helping
economy
them,
way more
yes,
than yeah.
They're also paying a lot of bills and everything, even after this Ukraine war and everything.
yeah.
All of our bills have also increased, so we are also
Yes.
struggling.
Yesterday
just
also
like,
I was like, we were calling council tax and fighting because they sent another extra. I'm like, where? We don't even have but bins to put our like garbage, so why are we paying this much? So yeah, we were also. But you didn't say how are you feeling, although we have like brushed past it, but you didn't talk about it
Yeah,
much.
I'm feeling a bit confused. It's like, there's this part of me that really wants to stay here as well, but then since people are actually becoming very against immigrants in a whole, and then people, the political parties that are gaining popularities right now are really against immigrants, and then they are trying to bring in anti-immigrant policies as well. So yeah, I'm like a bit confused. I really want to stay here because I don't mind India. It's not because I don't like India or anything, but then the culture is different, obviously. If you talk about, in many aspects, cultures are different.
Yeah.
Right. And so we come here to hoping that we can live a better life and just have the standard of living to increase. But yeah, if it's not safe, how worth is it?
Yep.
Just throwing everything away and then just coming to a foreign country and trying to build everything from scratch. That's what we are doing right now, right? Without any help from the families or any friends, and then we try to make a family here. And it's difficult. It is very difficult. And so having to face such problems is really not helping at all.
And also I feel like because of the recent rule change and everything is so നമുക്കൊന്നും ഇങ്ങനെ ആകും it's not stable at all. I mean, nowhere it's stable, but still like you are in a visa based like അത് പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ okay, we have to like go back എന്നുള്ളൊരു situation. So nothing, everything feels a very unsettling in everywhere around. So mainly talking about, because you talked about your family, how are you already talked like how they are concerned about it. So because my father and everyone like no come back here or do something, they don't want also, because എൻ്റെ അമ്മയോട് ജോത്സ്യം പറഞ്ഞു that none of us will have good work when we go back, so you stay there only. Hello, okay fine, but I can't, will you give me visa എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു. So not that, പക്ഷേ like are they like more concerned about the news, about how's your life?
I think when it comes to family, they are firstly concerned about safety. So when they see such news, they also don't know what's happening. You know, it's like their kids are so far away. Appo obviously they want me to go back. But I understand where they are coming from. But they, again, like you said, they also want us to have a good job and everything. So it's very uncertain at this point, especially to even decide. So
Not
Yeah, my mom weirdly did not ask me this. I don't know why. I'm gonna call
Mom is
her
like,
up
yes,
after this episode
yes.
and be like, do you not care about your
Yeah.
Mother is like, oh, my daughter will survive. She have talents.
No, our family or my parents, if they just see something that UK-ല് എന്തോ നടക്കുന്ന കേട്ടthen they'll call and they'll be like, just come back. Why are you staying there? It's not worth it. Because, you know, they have no control. Even if something happens to us,
Exactly.
you know, it's like ഭയങ്കര പ്രശ്നമല്ലേ. They don't know what will happen. How will their body even go? അങ്ങനത്തെ uncertainty is also there. So,
Yeah.
especially during this time. So,
That's there.
that is also, it's...
Call your mother.
Yes, I am calling her.
അമ്മ പറയും കൊക്കത്ര കുളം കണ്ട കുഴപ്പമൊന്നുമില്ല.
Break time, I'm calling her. I don't care, she's sleeping.
Sure. Sorry, mother. She's our number one fan.
Yes.
So we won't disturb her in sleep. Sure. Your break time? No, it's fine. Okay. Sorry, where were we?
We were talking about family.
Family, yes. Yeah, your mother didn't bother. Yes. Okay, good. Sometimes it's good.
കുറേ ന്യൂസ് കാണുമല്ലോ.
അതാ പറഞ്ഞേ
ഇത്
കൊറേ
വലിയ സംഭവമാണെന്ന രീതിയിൽ
desaturated ആയി
Yeah,
പോകുന്നു.
even when I heard first, I didn't care much. When I had to do a research, I'm like, oh, this is what is happening to the world.
No, because last year ഒരു സൗത്തോളിൽ ഒരു പ്രശ്നം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. It was like, I think like a stabbing happened, but then a fake news was spread that it was an illegal, like an asylum seeker.
Oh yes,
And
yes, I
there
remember.
was like something like he's not from this country and
Country,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But then it was proved as
It
wasn't
yeah.
true. So that time a lot of protests happened.
That's the protest
Yes.
I was talking. I forgot how it started.
Yeah,
Yep,
that was a very big issue. And then that time my mom was like, oh, what is happening? Is it in your place and stuff like that? But then I told her like, no, I think on our place, I don't want to name it.
Yes. I think we have named it in
So many times.
Okay. But still, our place is like
No,
very...
fans are not gonna come and like look into our houses.
Hopefully, okay.
Yeah, we never know.
We never
We're
know,
talking about hot topics.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. So, you actually... I told her that I'm in a place where it's safer than some other cities, I hope. But then now it's like the protests are happening, so yeah, I'm a bit confused and scared as well.
Yeah, I mean everyone can be like misinformed in a way, and people starts believing also because avarodu ipo parayana like you're not getting that opportunity because of these people. So fight for them. And on these protests there are people from India, from Ghana, from places, and say like if you are here you should obey the British rule, everyone should go back home. I'm like, bro, you are also from India, you are also from Ghana.
No, but then there are some certain people who I've seen videos. They were like talking to each other back and forth on how they should be, with the culture of this country.
Yeah.
So I do agree with that. You
Yes,
come
yes.
to, if you come to India as an immigrant and then you don't follow the cultures or the norms of that society,
Yeah.
then it's actually a bit problematic. So if someone from another country comes here and then if they do things that they are used to do in their own country, it's not, that doesn't work.
We have seen this video where a girl was eating with her hand in...
That was still okay, but I think there was
another person
in
in
France they മറ്റേ തേങ്ങ ഉടക്കില്ലേ, they did like 1000 തേങ്ങ ഉടക്കണൊക്കെ. So I think that's why I was gonna come to that. Is that like there was couple of these things happened. മറ്റേ തേങ്ങ ഉടക്കണുണ്ട്, the whole like some parade, പിന്നെ ഗണപതി വിസർജൻ, അങ്ങനെ കുറേ they started doing it, and it's not like even the തേങ്ങ ഉടച്ചത് they just did and went. They didn't even care to clean that area. So there are some rules like we have to adhere. Just thinking if നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ വന്നിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ we will get angry.
Obviously,
yeah.
yes.
So it's the same as that. Do you think that also like sort of aggravated these protests or?
So obviously there's like problems happening. ഇപ്പം ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഈ ഹൗസിൻ്റെതായാലും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇൻഫ്ലേഷൻ്റെ ആയാലും ഒക്കെ പ്രോബ്ലംസ് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട് അവിടെ. പക്ഷെ when we contribute to it It's like in when India Pakistan cricket match നടന്ന സമയത്ത് people were climbing poles and then just waving the flags and stuff like that. And then there was this one incident where this girl, I think she was a North Indian or something, and then she was in the tube and then she was shouting at another person because she was eating meat, I think.
Okay.
And then because
the other person was eating meat.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Not this person,
yeah,
not the Indian one, but another person was carrying meat or something like that in the tube, and then she was shouting at them saying that, oh, you shouldn't eat meat, you should be a vegetarian essentially. And then there was another incident where this person was eating literal food. You know, our food actually smells and there are problems around it, but eating in a public transport, I really don't agree with it, because it's like there are lots of people around you. There are, you know, people who are sensitive to, you know, smell and things like that. So you have to be careful of people who are around you. And so, I really don't agree with, like I said, you go to a country, you should respect their culture, and then you should respect the people around you, because you are coming to a different place, and then you know, you're trying to make a life there. So as a community, celebrating festivals and then, you know, doing things is good
within your
own
community,
and you know, but then do not be a public nuisance.
Yes. Paksha, like, that is correct. Paksha, in these protesters, what they are trying to say is that, like, people who are like, so there were 3 sections of people, I believe, in that group, because I was watching like one report or something. So one are like, they are strictly like, they hate immigrants, they should just go back. One people were like, they were not supporting of illegal immigrants, the asylum seekers, I got it. They are the one who's this thing. And third one, where again the people like who are taking up jobs, like students who are taking education institution and stuff like that. So that needs to be stopped. Care home workers, basically job whoever is taking, that needs to be saved. So each of them had like different reasons to be on the protest, because there were people who are saying we are not right-wing protesters, but we think illegal immigration should stop, or we shouldn't take in more asylum seekers, things like that. So that's also one 1% of the people who are protesting, but mainly they just want all of us to go.
But there are like so many different kinds of people, like you said, people not respecting, you know, people around or their culture. And then we have seen very nice people here, like, you know, they don't see where you're from, they are like extremely kind. And you know, there are all kinds of people. It's just these misinformation or people not being aware is causing such problem, and that's like, you know, very sad for us, to be honest, because
they think these asylum seekers actually take up a lot of fund. But they don't. You know, it's like less than 7% of what they are spending on the people who are actually living here and then born and brought up here. So what their mindset goes is that, oh, nammalku vendana fund, public funds are being like looted by them. So why should we do that? A little research would show that that's not true. And people also believe that these asylum seekers or people from a specific region or a religion actually commit more crimes, but that's also not true.
Yes.
Very true. There was this incident yesterday. Trump, I think 2 days ago, Trump came to UK, and then they had this banquet where every members from the councils were there, and Sadiq Khan he personally told him not to be invited. Trump did not invite or kept Sadiq Khan aside, claiming that London is like full of immigrants and then it's full of crime. And to be fair, London is not actually that bad, compared to every other cities, or if you take the statistics of the whole country, London is not actually that bad. But then so every other MPs were there, but then this person was just ignored or kept aside because, so Trump is who he is
Yes,
and
yeah.
how he is. So when people with such power actually sidelines people who are people like Sadiq
Sadiq
Khan,
Khan, yeah.
it actually sends a message.
Of course.
You know,
Yeah.
like even though he's an MP of London,
yeah.
you know, and he was not invited to this meeting with everyone in
Yeah.
it. What does it say, you know?
This Tommy Robinson.
Yes, yeah.
He even said that he likes Hindus.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No?
Yeah, he said that he likes Indian Hindus specifically.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a mix of a lot of hates.
Yeah, it's
Racial.
not really this immigrants problem. There is some big problem behind
It's a
it.
lot of misogyny, like interpretations, everything behind
Yeah,
their
like,
thoughts.
I would say it's more of concentrating on particular people from particular religion
Yes, yeah.
as well.
Huh.
Because when they say immigrants, they are mostly focusing on this particular religion.
Yeah.
And then they say that, you know, London mainly, I think that's why Sadiq Khan was kept aside as well, because London have this group of religion more in certain areas, and then Trump saying that crime is more
there.
in London
Yes, yeah.
correlates to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, exactly. And for them, I think the only approved, just speaking in terms of Indians specifically, like he mentioned, they only approve upper class Savarna Hindus who don't eat meat. The only ones they approve as
Yes.
Indians who are allowed to come
Indians
here.
who dance bhangra or
Yes, yeah.
to, you know, eat pav bhaji. That's
Yes.
the Indians that they approve of.
Yeah, I saw one video where on White House they do these question sessions, right? So on their first session, they asked one representative like first question, and she said that before asking the questions, I just want to say thank you because my Uber driver finally started speaking in English. Because thank you for the new rule changes. Yeah, so that the whole question session almost felt like an SNL episode or something like that. Everyone was acting. Everyone was like praising about how they are taking care of White House. Nobody was asking any questions. They were just praising him and praising the White House and praising the people there, which was
Trump.
yes,
Almighty.
yeah, yes.
And also, if you see the perspective in Ketla,
Yes. Jimmy Kimmel was cancelled. We will also be cancelled. Yes.
Parvathi.
Yes. Not full podcast.
And I'll pay to
Yeah, I tried not to.
If he hears this, that I mean,
Then it's a big
we have
achievement
arrived.
for us.
Yes, yeah. We are also protesting for free speech. This is also free speech.
I also feel like ഇപ്പം ആൾക്കാരുടെ ഇവിടുത്തെ ആൾക്കാരുടെ പെർസ്പെക്റ്റീവ് എടുത്ത് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇപ്പം തന്നെ നമ്മൾ കാണാം ഇപ്പം മറ്റേ ഈസ്റ്റ് ഹാം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബർമിംഗ്ഹാമിലൊക്കെ പോയാൽ ഇറ്റ് ഡസൻ ലുക്ക് ലൈക്ക് എ പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് UK. It looks like Tamil Nadu or Punjab. So I understand where this is coming, and you know, and what the people here should think is it's not in our hands. It's the government who's taking us here.
Exactly.
It's not at all in our control, and we are legally coming here and we are being affected because of this. And it's not even fair. Like, why do we have to go through all this, you know? If, like...
No, it's the policies that needs to be changed. You know, it should be fair to both immigrants and the people who are here already.
Yeah.
And then until and unless these policies don't change and then be fair, that's what I'm trying to say. It not become anti-immigrant or anything, but then be fair to both the parties. I think that's the only way a change or the hate can be decreased, maybe, because when they see it, it's not being fair to them, because immigration is the highest in 2025 all around, and so inflation is happening, and then housing prices are increasing. So when they, from their perspective, if they see it, and if somebody directs them to this way, telling that, oh, look, immigration is bad. So if they see from that perspective only, then it becomes really, they get scared or
Yeah.
they get agitated at it. But yeah, if the policies
Needs
should
to be changed, of course.
And they need to make sure that we are safe.
Yeah.
Like right now, when things like this are happening, they need to make sure that we need to be
But
safe
that's-
and. But like you said,
They don't-
whatever
They
they are
want
showing
to-
itself is so against or so not right.
Yeah,
So-
that's why like they want to make that fear. Like they are saying that they don't have money, they don't have money, but they have money to do this big feast to call everyone from everywhere around the world. So they have money, but they just don't want to like take it. Even they saying that there is no space here. There is space. There are research spaces where where you are not doing cattle or agriculture or anything. There is like a lot of
space here,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like you just try to be open to the public, build more constructions, give people home than more landlords is what we need.
Yeah, that is landlords.
I'm not so bad. Okay, on that note, we will take a small break and we'll come back. I will look at I will look at the sensor. I will ask. Yes, English. Do you feel like your immigrant identity has shaped your friendships, career opportunities, or even dating life? Oh, that's a ChatGPT question, guys. It was not invented by me. Yes, just because she told about this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Obviously, when I came here, I used to have this fantasy, I would say, of having, international friends and international exposure. That's what I wanted.
I think when we say UK life, that's what we all expected. Ale.
I did not expect this. Never in my wildest dreams.
You didn't expect this.
Yes, obviously.
She wanted one Hungarian and somebody else sitting there. Not again same Kannurari, another Kottayam person.
കണ്ണൂരുകാരിയും അതും ബാംഗ്ലൂർ ഇത്രയും ദൂരം വന്നിട്ട് ഇവിടെ I never expect, I did not want this.
I did not choose this life. Yes.
Yeah, but then after a point I started realizing that you feel safer around such people from your own community, but because you look out for each other, in so many different ways that I don't think a person from a different culture can understand.
And also the British friendship that they have here is so different from the kind of friends. Like if we call someone friend, it's so different. Yeah, like in Germany I've heard our friend.
I had a very good roomie, so I know about him. He's good.
Yeah, I've heard like Germany, look, friends എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ if they have to call you a friend, then it has to be a genuine friend. But here everybody is your friend. But it's like, it's very different. Like I have had, even in uni when I had friends, it's very different to be friends with them. Like they'll be like so into you and everything, and suddenly, they just vanish.
Yeah, no, that is.
That's
And you can't
ghosting.
even ask them, or like, where are you? Like, there's no connection, I would say here. Friendship is so commercialized, But yeah, after coming here, even like she said, I thought, I'll be friends with all the people from outside and okay.
My English will be good.
Good
Yeah.
and okay, but eventually
I
you
do
need your...
potlucks every week.
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
You'll do.
Yes.
പക്ഷെ സെയിം മറ്റേ കപ്പാമിങ് അതാ വന്നുള്ളൂ. No, I also when I first came, I was in a student accommodation, and so basically it was like not studio apartment, മറ്റേ സെയിം 5 മുറി സെയിം കിച്ചൺ അങ്ങനത്തെ ഇതൊരു സെറ്റപ്പ് ആയിരുന്നു. So I was the first person who came here, and the second day somebody else came, so I could hear like moving noise and everything, so I went outside and checked who it is, and then it was she was in India, so I started speaking in English, and suddenly first sentence and I realized I'm like, oh yes, okay. When we started speaking, we are cousins. Bro. We are distant relatives. I'm like, how did that happen? Like I flew all the way from Kerala to London to do and she was also doing film. She was doing direction. I was in cinematography. So I was like, this is we didn't discuss it after a point. We were like, we'll stop it here. We still don't know what the actual relation is. We knew this many people. We stopped. Like we are friends, not cousins. We will keep it this way. And then we didn't discuss the rest. So yeah, that's how That's when we realize world's a very small place.
Yeah.
Like everyone knew everything. That's when all the connection, when you meet new people, yeah, this person knew this person, this person knew this person. I'm
Yeah,
like,
there's this one friend, he's from Palakkad. ഞാൻ കണ്ണൂരിന്നാ പക്ഷേങ്കിൽ he knows the same people that I know from Palakkad. It's like we have this rifle shooting in the background under രണ്ടാൾക്കും, but then he stopped the year that I started, and then still we know every single person. The day I found this was, I think, in Ganpati, നമ്മൾ പൂജ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലേ, അന്ന് രാത്രിയായിരുന്നു. I was on video call and then I called him and I was like, what is happening? How is this? It was very weird for me and him as well. So yeah, very small world. And dating wise, I think I can't really say much in it because I haven't dated a person who is different culture. But
have your like way of approaching a relationship something have been different after coming here? Because
no, I think I used to fantasize about being in a relationship with someone from a different culture because I really like learning new different cultures, and then hearing, being a part of different culture really fascinates me a lot. So I used to believe and think in that way, but then after actually being here and then experiencing the culture and everything, I really don't think this person, especially someone from UK, wouldn't actually know our history, wouldn't be able to relate with us. I feel I'm not really sure. There are a lot of couples who are working it out, but I don't know, for me, for you, especially, because I am someone who is very I voice my opinions and then about politics and stuff like that. So I really want someone who would genuinely take interest in our history and our culture and try to sympathize with it maybe. So yeah, for me especially, I think it would be a little tiny bit harder.
Like for me, I had my flatmate, like so me and my friend from Kerala, and my other roommate was from Denmark, and the other one was from, we are only 4 people, so other person was from here only. So whenever we usually cook together or something, we cook for each other, things like that. So whenever we sit together, after a point, me and the friend from Kerala, so we both starts like speaking and complaining about the issues we face there, and like the restrictions there, and how it is easy there, how it's free, how you feel more free here, and they can't relate to it, but obviously they're friends, so they empathize and everything. But after a point, they also like, but why can't you just come out of it? Like even after a point, it was I think Halloween or something, and I was wearing a small skirt, and I'm like, should I put this photo on Instagram? Should I not put? I'm like, should I put it on close friends? She's like, why are you thinking too much? I'm like, it's not about like I don't want to put or anything. There will be questions, then I have to answer. If I don't answer, that question will go to my family, they will get disturbed. It's a whole thing, whole chain. I mean, I can't do it out of spite and then let's wait for the consequences, but nobody's gonna learn or gonna start respecting me after that fight or anything. It's just gonna be the same repeat cycle, and after a point you will also get tired. So I'm not gonna post it, or even if I post it, I'll put it in close friends or something like that. So that like small things in between, they are not able to understand why it is. So you have to like keep on talking, explaining and teaching them. So that becomes a little bit tiring part. Like after a point, like you have to explain each things, why you do this, why you do this and everything.
Like explaining our souls.
Yes.
Like kind of like that.
Yes. Like why you do certain things, or why your actions are certain way, or why you think certain way ennolla reethile. So but they were good, like they wanted to learn more, so they kept asking me questions also. So that's one good thing. But maybe in a relationship it can be sometimes tiring to just keep on explaining or introducing. But if they take the effort, then good, well and good.
Effort, then really good. Appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah. Do you have any opinion on?
I think
Bro is zoning out.
Yes.
Noting the
She thought about her relationship.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking about like British friends in the പറയാൻ എനിക്ക് I don't have much experience, just the ones I met in my uni where we're doing group projects and everything. Even then we had it's very difficult, you know, to even communicate. Even just doing this assignment with them, they are not at all serious. Like the way we do even the assignment, it's very different. Like they don't whoever was my friend, she didn't really care, and anganathe kore even
Mine was the
eating-
exact opposite, so that's why.
But I think
Oh,
there
mine
are
was-
people
so
from
again-
our culture as well who doesn't care about it.
Mine was like that. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ആരും ചെയ്യില്ല ആകെ ഇവിടെ ഉള്ളവരും മോസ്റ്റ്ലി ദേ യൂസ് ടു ടേക്ക് ദെയർ വർക്ക് സീരിയസ്ലി ഗോ ടു ക്ലാസ് പ്രോപ്പർലി
the one I had
സെക്കൻഡ് സെമസ്റ്റർ ബങ്ക്
even the food we eat, നമുക്കിങ്ങനെ ഓരോ നേരത്തെ proper food and everything, they only junk like all the time. I think everything is so different with them, but if we take people from other countries like Spain,
I was just gonna say,
അങ്ങനെയുള്ള
yeah.
friends is somewhere I could relate. Or even dating ആണെങ്കിലും I would think, because എന്തോ still we can think. പക്ഷെ ഇവിടെയുള്ള ആളായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഒരു രീതിയിലും ആസ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് ആണെങ്കിലും I couldn't connect personally. It's very different on all levels, you know. But when it comes to other countries, they are very accepting. They want to know more. They are interested, even if it's food, they would like to taste and everything. So അങ്ങനെ നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, and dating also, maybe if it's a guy from a different country, not from here. Yeah.
I will try. You will
I
try.
will try.
I would love a Spanish bag.
അതൊന്നൂടെ മൈക്ക് വെച്ച് പറയൂ കേട്ടില്ല.
I said I would love a Spanish baddie.
If anyone's hearing,
Manifesting.
putting it out there in the universe. Sure.
But relationship wise, what I have heard, men here are way different. Like they are very patient and understanding. They are very communicating. Yeah, like അങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. Also I have
So
had
are
a
you
friend.
saying people
saying
from
people from
India are
India are
not
not?
patient?
Come on.
No, I'm not saying like that. I have heard like they are very patient with us, and I think it's also the way they are brought up here, especially അവരെ ചെറുപ്പം തൊട്ടേ ഭയങ്കര വുമണിനെ എങ്ങനെ ട്രീറ്റ് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Is what I have heard here. ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് അത് I'm not saying
No. She's trying to scratch her nose. That's why. No. It's nothing to do. No. You are saying. I agree.
എന്തേലും പറയുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് പേടിയാണ്. പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് ഡിഫറെന്റ് ആയിട്ട് തോന്നിയ കാര്യങ്ങളല്ലേ എനിക്ക് പറയാൻ പറ്റാ.
She was scratching her nose in between. That's it.
അല്ല എനിക്കത് ഭയങ്കര ഡിഫറെന്റ് ആയിട്ട് തോന്നിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. You know, they are very polite and nice and very impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. No, I've thought about this, and I've worked with a lot of people from Europe, like Finland and Denmark and everything. They're very punctual. They are very. I love that lifestyle of them. I'm partnered to like I want to be like you. Like they'll be partying till 1:30 or 2, but if 6 p.m. is the shoot, they will be there. We'll be coming up at 10. I'm like, oh. And they'll be like, I am here from 6 only. So that there is a punctual, there is a dedication to what you're doing. But that also comes if the shoot, we have already told them till 6 in the evening, and the shoot extends, they will go by 6. I'm like, that also I respect you for, because you respect your own time and value and everything.
Time, I think we are so horrible.
Very bad.
Like even now, 8 മണി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് 8 മണി ഇല്ല. Even today we plan to come at 8 o'clock. When did we start?
9:30?
Yeah, because
9:20.
we're terrible at that, അല്ലേ? Even വർക്കിന് പോകുന്നതാണെങ്കിലും, because our culture itself when it comes to time is like that. Even in India, if you have, you know, if someone comes
If someone comes on time in India, it's a bad thing.
bad thing. Nobody comes
why
on
you
time.
came? Yeah.
But here,
I feel like I get this thing where I call somebody, not like this when we plan, but like if there's a birthday party or something, and they came late, I feel like you don't really respect that. You have to respect that person and their time, especially if somebody is like that, if somebody who values time, who's always on time and everything. അവരിപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളെ വിളിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ I think you should be on time. There are people who don't really care that much. So for her birthday, don't come on time. So like that. But there are people who are okay with that, so that's fine. But there are people
who's
you should plan according to the person you are calling. അങ്ങനെ.
That is called being
mindful
of
and
others.
being
That's
respectful
what we discussed.
respectful of their time.
Yeah.
Because some people want to get stuff done and then they have to go back to sleep because they have other things to do. പക്ഷെ നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ രാത്രി 11 മണിക്ക് ഹായ് എന്നാണ് അവരിങ്ങനെ വാട്ട് എന്ന് ചോദിക്കും. So yeah, that is there.
Talking about, I think nee parna wale the men thing, it's like they are brought up to be gentlemen, I would say, and that also comes from privilege. Okay,
of course.
If they are from a higher class family, they are brought up to be gentlemen. But then if they are from lower class or like middle class families, they are not. Kind of, I'm not saying everyone is like that, but then culturally they are not, because domestic violence is very much high here. And it's, I wouldn't say it's among just lower class or middle class families, but it's more in such
abuse
society.
is more like normalized and
very normalized in
yeah.
that sectors of society.
Yeah.
Even when we go to hotel ഒക്കെ പോയാൽ even if there are kids, you don't see them like, you know, കരയുന്നു, ഒച്ചപ്പാടുണ്ടാക്കുന്നു, ഓടുന്നു. Here it's very quiet. It's like ചെറുപ്പം തൊട്ടേ they bring up their kids also. Otherwise they don't bring their kids out here. Most of them don't.
I worked in a school, so I have a different experience, but continue.
Oh, also, I have heard, like, the hotel, I used to work in a hotel part-time, so I've heard that if avada kuttiyala kochapadu undakum, the manager itself say, why do you bring your kids here?
Oh.
Like, like,
there are times I wanted to ask this to some people, but I have never asked Baksha.
Yeah, so here bringing up is a very something that I learned, or you know, it's a good thing that I learned from here, bringing up your kids. A manners ഒക്കെ ചെറുപ്പം തൊട്ടേ ടേബിൾ മാനേഴ്സ് ആണെങ്കിലും പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. It's very nice thing to learn.
But that, I think what she mentioned is comes from the privilege and the family itself, because I was in a public school and I was from year 3 to 5. പക്ഷെ ബാക്കി നമ്മൾ എല്ലാവരെയും കാണും അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും പോണേ. I was working as so for children who are autistic and need special aids, I was working as a teaching assistant for them to help them work. So that's one thing I like about the education system here, that they categorize students on the basis of their learning, and so they do exams, not examine particular exams, there will be some task or anything, and according to how they are doing, they categorize the children into zones, like who are normal, who are active, completely attentive ആയിട്ടുള്ള കുട്ടികളുണ്ടാവും, ചിലവർ attention deficit ആയിട്ടുള്ള കുട്ടികളുണ്ടാവും, some kids will be autistic, and I don't know if it's because they recognize this here way too much. There are more kids who need special needs here in UK. It happens with being from the same family. There is a lot of data on that. പക്ഷേ there are no schools to actually accommodate all of them, because എൻ്റെ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ വർക്ക് ചെയ്ത was not a special school, it was a very normal school, and it only has a wing to take care of special needs. But that also, there are people like me or like somebody who have worked with children, but they are not trained fully on how to give them
the
attention and care. I mean, we can care them, but for them, they don't understand why you need this education, why I have to do this maths. So our way of making them do is that if you do it, I'll make you like run in the playground or something like that. So that's why they used to complete it, but they still don't understand why I need to know 1 + 1 is 2, like why I need to learn all these things. So that's a different thing. Pakshe, I've seen this in kids from economically athra idallatha background ulla kuttiyal, they tend to be more, because children tend to get affected by whatever is happening in the family very much. So even if it's a shouting or like anything that happens, they tend to get affected very much. അവർ ചിലപ്പം ആ രീതിയിലായിരിക്കില്ല റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, but once you start talking to them, they'll say like mama and baba were fighting, or like they shouted at my aunt, or my aunt came and they left for somewhere else, so they came and so my parents was not there when I needed them. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള രീതിയിൽ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. And a lot of them here vapes and smokes a lot in front of the kids. That also affects their mood. This very extreme mood swings they have. That also affects them. If they have a younger child, full attention angodu kodukumbum, that is affecting. I mean, it affects all children, പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ because I've worked with them closely, because I think families here are also more open to showing emotions. ഇപ്പം ഫൈറ്റ് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ they are not സംസാരിക്കാതിരിക്കില്ല, they will talk to their wife if there is something issue, and they are loudly ആയിക്കോട്ടെ അവർ സംസാരിക്കും. Even relationships ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, if their father is divorced, a lot of them were divorced, like in my class most of the parents were divorced and they have their relationship, so their partner is there but wife is there. So like children who are in year 2 and they're very confused, like that's mama but this is also like they I mean you can't really explain because they are not in, you can explain after a point. So those all things matter to them, and how they behave and everything. So and especially when it comes to special needs children, they tend to be very much affected by everything happening around അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ. Okay, coming back to requesting parents
to please let us live.
Yes, you can take some from western, like yeah, that's also like for in my family also they think western culture is very bad in a way, like feminism is western culture, this is western culture, everything they think is bad have come from western culture. So for them, for like അവരുടെ point of view നോക്കുമ്പോൾ they feel like okay these people are like not taking care of their parents, അവരിങ്ങനെ കെയർ ഹോമിൽ കൊണ്ടിട്ടേക്കാണ്. കുറേയൊക്കെ ഞാനും പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട് കഥകൾ, പക്ഷെ എന്നാലും അവിടെ കൊണ്ടിട്ടേക്കാണ് ഇവിടെ കൊണ്ട്, so we don't want that എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ, so don't incorporate that. You for them that system works in favor of them very blindly, but it's not in favor of them. Like I'm going to explain. I will also explain. No, because parents are saying that എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇപ്പം വെസ്റ്റേണൈസ്ഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കൺസെപ്റ്റാണ് പിള്ളേരെ ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ട് വിടുക, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ let them take their own decision or have a relationship, talk to their parents about it എന്നുള്ളത് കുറേ മിക്ക ഫാമിലീസിലും including mine is a very western culture which is bad. It's not a good thing to be free. കാരണം ഇവിടെയുള്ള അവരെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഇവിടെയുള്ള എന്താ ഒരു റിലേഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പേരൻസിനെ കെയർ ഹോംസിലാക്കുക, അവരെ നോക്കാതിരിക്കുക, അവരായിട്ട് ആ ഒരു കണക്ഷൻ ഇല്ലാത്ത ഒരു ജനതയാണ് ഇവിടെ ഉള്ളത്. But back home it's like you are living with your mother-in-law, so kind of thing.
No, it's like Ashira Rai edoru
yes, it was coming in my back of my mind.
It's like, you know, you still live with your parents, but then she's
we don't have to, so what's your difference in the choikimam, we don't have to book appointments to
visit our parents. So
I love her interviews,
but there's this it's like two different
you need to take from both,
borrow
from good things from both.
You know, because
both of your system sucks. So
there are people who actually leave your parents in the middle of the road, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഗുരുവായൂർ അമ്പലത്തിൽ അത്ര ആൾക്കാരെ ഇങ്ങനെ അവിടെ ഇറക്കിയിട്ട് അങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നുണ്ട്.
Recently I heard one of the Malayalam actors speaking on a stage where he says എൻ്റെ കുട്ടികൾ രണ്ടും പുറത്താണ് എന്നെ നോക്കാൻ, I don't know his name, he's a bit old, and he said എൻ്റെ രണ്ട് കുട്ടികൾക്കും എന്നെ
മാധവൻ അങ്ങനെ മറ്റേ
old guy, he said എൻ്റെ രണ്ട് കുട്ടികൾക്കും എന്നെ വേണ്ട ഇപ്പോ, എന്നിട്ട് they started this മറ്റേ ഹോം പോലത്തെ തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട്, and they were saying
yes, I think it's
reel കണ്ടതാ ഞാൻ. നമ്മളെ നാട്ടിലും നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്,
of course,
ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
See, that is there, but they don't really see the full adum, maybe that also is making them a bit afraid. So the moment we go away from them, they are so afraid that okay you won't come back, you won't, ഇപ്പൊ രണ്ടു ദിവസം ഇന്നത്തെ ദിവസം വിളിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള നാളെ എന്തായാലും എനിക്ക് വഴക്ക് വെക്കും. So like that, so and I also want to know what's happening to them and everything. That's one aspect of it, but they are very afraid that we'll just leave them. We won't. Don't worry.
So people,
that's again a thing, you know, because they have sacrificed their entire life for us. We are so responsible. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but in a way it is the truth, you know. We can't even blame them, like we are so liable.
That's there.
Like നമുക്ക് ആ എപ്പോഴും കുറ്റബോധമാണ് ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് നമുക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യണം. ഈവൻ ഫോർ മീ ഇപ്പം ഞാനിവിടെ സെറ്റിൽ ആവാന്ന് തിങ്ക് ചെയ്യാം, ജസ്റ്റ് ലൈക്ക് യു നോ ബാക്ക് ഇൻ ഹോം ദേ ഹാവ് ഓൺലി അസ്. അവരുടെ ഒരു ഹോപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയാൻ നമ്മൾ മാത്രമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ്സ് എ തിങ്, ഇഫ് ദേ വുഡ് ഹാവ് ഡൺ വാട്ട് ദേ ലൈക്ഡ് and if they would have lived their life, you know, they would be writing a book in the house or something like
there's this reel that I always see and then I tear up every time I see it. It's like there's this version where my mom doesn't choose this life, and then I don't exist in that world, but then she's happy.
She's happy, yeah.
So I every time I see that reel, and then every time it's like a big paragraph, I'm like, oh yes, I sent it to my mom, I think once.
So yeah, that is there. So I just want them to just live. I don't want, after a point, I mean, they should be happy for us, we should be happy for them, but everything shouldn't be based on another infant they had created.
No, that is true. A lot of people like live in certain situations just because they had a baby, and they really don't want to as well, but still they choose to, and then they put that burden on the baby as well. Because of you, I stayed in this situation. So
I think a lot of immigrant parents says
immigrant parents, especially for
Yeah.
immigrant parents, I think it's more difficult or challenging for them, because they've left a whole life that they had built for them, and then they came to this country and they are trying to be safe and secure as well, and then trying to create this life, maybe not as good as what was back home, but something similar at least. So they would put more pressure on their kids, I think. So they would just ask them to go get into more medicine, engineering, nursing. These are the type of courses that people take, right? Because it's more secure, that's what they have in their mind, and more financially, more, you get more salary as well. So I think for immigrant parents, like first ആയിട്ട് വന്ന ആൾക്കാരുടെ, it's especially difficult for them to just accept their kids the way they are, and then they just want to do art, means like, oh, heart attacks.
Like, I get so jealous about these Gen Z kids, because നമ്മളൊക്കെ ഒരു 11th 12th ഒക്കെ പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ സയൻസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കൊമേഴ്സ്, I really wanted to do arts, but എൻ്റെ വീട്ടിൽ they wouldn't be happy, so I didn't do it. I had to take commerce, science എന്നാലും എനിക്ക് പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. So ആ ഒരു ടൈമിൽ I think most of us, we just had two choices, and we had to, did you do arts?
No, I got a geography, very good geo science or something like that. I was so happy. I went there, the principal looked at my score and said, why are you taking this? I'm like, hey? Like, you don't take this, go and take science. I'm like, and then it gets brainwashed to my mother also, and it was like a VHS school, vocational higher secondary, and എനിക്ക് വേറെ higher secondary in computer science. I'm like, that is better എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് എന്നെ അങ്ങോട്ട് മാറ്റി.
നമ്മള് പഠിക്കുന്ന, നമ്മൾ 11th 12th വരുമ്പോഴൊക്കെ ഇത്രയും നമുക്ക് ഓപ്ഷൻസ് ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പോഴാണെങ്കിൽ ഐ കൻ സീ എ ലോട്ട് ഓഫ് പീപ്പിൾ, ലൈക്ക് ഇപ്പം എൻ്റെ ഫ്രണ്ടിൻ്റെ ബ്രദർ തന്നെ, ഷീ സ്റ്റഡിങ് VFX, എല്ലാവരും they're taking different careers, and variety of choices they have.
And
so that's a good thing to see.
You are like, you study what you want to become, and you can't really choose at 18. Like, there are some who have the vision, which is very good. I'd never had.
Me too.
People asked me what my passion was. I was like,
so yeah, it's kind of hard. So compared to that, when you look at people here, they after 12th only they start working, and after being 25 24 they know, like, okay, this is the way I want to go, this is the way, and after that they take sometimes masters, or they just go straight to work, which sometimes envies me. I'm like, oh, I have wasted too much time on education. But
education is a waste of time. Just upskilling is the only
I
thing
like studying also.
I think education system in a country is,
in a way, that's why I only started enjoying studying when from college onwards, because I took something I like.
I've never done that, so I don't know how it feels. Only after coming here I took events, and I liked it only for 1 year, but otherwise I never liked anything I studied, honestly.
I
don't
used
even know
to
what I
like
want.
history and everything, but I wanted to be the cool girl, so I said, I don't like anything. So yeah, I used to do that. Anyway, but coming back to being an immigrant right now in this country, what are, like, we are almost ending, so if you, this is like the one final question, if I may say, or thought, like, is there anything you want to tell these protesters, or like people who are anti-immigrant? What would you like to say to them?
Pretty sure none of them are watching this or will be, but
if I'll make sure they'll watch, what would you say?
Go in front of that.
I'll put it at the back like a screen on a saree. I'll put that and show it to everyone.
No, I just feel like they should know what they are doing, because it's just it's just very funny to see that happening in a country like this. I understand where they are coming from. There's a lot of just Indians, and I think it covers 20% of the immigrants, I think. So there's a lot of Indians, there's a lot of people from different parts of the country. I know what they are saying is, in a way, I understand where it's coming from, but they don't know what's really happening. There's a lot of misunderstandings, like you said, Mate. Food, it's very വിവരില്ലേ അവർക്ക്? ഫണ്ണി അല്ല, എന്താണ് ഇവർ കാണിക്കുന്നത്, എന്താണ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലതില്ല, സോറി. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനത്തെ ഇതൊക്കെ വരുമ്പോൾ ഇത് കാരണം സഫർ ചെയ്യുന്ന കുറേ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട്. ഈവൻ ഡെത്ത് ആണെങ്കിലും അസോൾട്ട് ആണെങ്കിലും അങ്ങനെ സഫർ ചെയ്യുന്ന വെറുതെ പാവങ്ങളായിട്ടുള്ള കുറച്ച് ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട്. സോ ഇറ്റ്സ് ആക്ച്വലി കോസിങ് എ ലോട്ട് ഓഫ് പ്രോബ്ലം ആൻഡ് ദിസ് വെയർ ഹിയർ ഇഫ് യു തിങ്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ കെയറോം ആണെങ്കിലും ഹെൽത്ത് സെക്ടേഴ്സ് ആണെങ്കിലും വി ആർ ദ വൺ actually there to qualification wise, I don't think there's much people here in this country, doctors wise aanengilum. So we are doing a lot of good things also after coming here. We are studying really hard to get a job, even working really hard, paying a lot of taxes. So I just feel that they have to also consider that before even raise a voice or treat us in any way. I also have experienced this, that some people talk to me like people here are trying to make sure that they are not trying to be
offensive.
It's very uncomfortable for me also. I don't know if I should talk or I understand, but anganeyulla aalkar just go search about it, be sure, and make us also feel comfortable, because it's very hard. We are also coming from so far away, leaving everything, still struggling to even get a job, so it's not easy on us also. So inganathe oru time le I think oru korch understanding undengil
do your checks,
and also these policy makers should really do something. So much power they have, and not doing anything is, I don't know. So I'm pretty sure there's something behind everything, like we have seen in Nepal aanengilum, France aanengilum. It's just everywhere. If you see, like the astrology has predicted there's a lot of war that's going to be. Really? No, I'm not even kidding. I heard this so many times.
Know. What did they predicted?
They said that this is the year that there will be so many war and so many such protests will be happening. I heard, why I said this is, I saw I know you guys don't like Ranveer.
No.
Ranveer.
Okay. Ranveer Singh?
No, Ranveer. The beer biceps.
I like
The beer biceps. But I watched one of his podcasts, and in the beginning there was this astrologer who came and said that this is spiritually, this is a year where a lot of changes will happen. There will be so many war. He also predicted that a lot of people will be going to gym and everything. But whatever he said is happening. Exactly why I took that example. So I can literally see that. So I'm pretty sure what is happening is not exactly what's happening. This is just to keep ourselves busy, or keep the population or the people busy behind everything.
It should be a better way to engage people than war and making others go through hell. But
some people taking the entire control over the world, obviously.
Of course,
So if people who's not in power, if we can really understand each other, I think it will be a better place for all of us. And that should really happen.
As citizens, our main responsibility is to choose the leaders wisely. I think that's half of the work done, but we have very much at every single country ever, everywhere they have just failed that miserably. Everyone just voted for weirdly.
I don't really understand how
everyone's conscience just went and came back, and we're like, oh, what happened?
No, it is very weird how people get elected as well, because when they do this political campaigns and stuff, they just try to
shit on the other persons,
shit on the other people. So ingante anti-immigration policies എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുമ്പം it's like very ആൾക്കാരിൽ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന ടോപ്പിക്സ് ആണ്. ആൻഡ് ദെൻ ഈവൻ ഇഫ് വൺ പേഴ്സൺ, ഇപ്പം നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഒരാളിങ്ങനെ ഇപ്പം ചിന്തിക്കുക, ഓ ഇതെന്തുകൊണ്ടായിരിക്കും ഇങ്ങനെ നടക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ആൻഡ് ദെൻ someone who is very higher in the society or someone who is like influential tells you that, oh, this is the reason, then you and subconsciously you listen to that person, and then subconsciously you start believing it, and everywhere you just see this is the problem for every single problems that are happening. So yeah, people like I think like you said, it's like a greater distraction from something that's happening, like Gaza and
Yeah, of course.
whatever is happening there. It's like a distraction, just making people fight among themselves to just for the political powers and അവരുടെ ബെനിഫിറ്റിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് they just making us fight.
Squid Game.
Yes, like a squid game, like a
Yes.
mini squid game.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Mega squid game.
like a mini. I said mini. Hopefully it doesn't reach that
Yes.
extent.
But it's mega in some places.
Yeah, mega in some places.
Yeah.
Very
like
mega.
especially when after the Qatar news was like rising, and then the Charlie Kirk happened, and then it just like nobody was talking about the whole bombing in Qatar because everyone is behind Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And then Trump came to UK, so they're just like one news after another, so people don't really care about what was left.
Yeah, and then even at one point this person he went out of public's eyes for some time. Like Trump.
Trump. Sorry. You really tried not to take his
Yes.
name, but yeah, because of his some health issue.
But
He looked
I think
something.
he was just trying to distract again,
Yeah.
because
He
everyone
always looks
was
very
just
sick, so
everyone became, was like, oh, what happened to him? Is he more sicker, or what is happening? And then because they did not want to release the files, so that's when all these distractions are happening. So
and now I think just because of the recent Jimmy Kimmel issue, I don't know if you guys heard, and it was because not ABC decided to do that. ABC was given a warning from the president's house saying that if you don't take him out, your license will be cut, in that sense. So that's when even people who used to support the Trump they're not like fully changed or anything, but they have also started like, hey, that is bad, like that shouldn't happen, because that's it's not just free speech, it's a lot of violation of right to speak, right of freedom. So അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ വന്നപ്പം they are like, there is some people are like stop talking a lot because they're like, oh, what's happening? They're very concerned.
Even ഈ ചാർലി കാക്കിൻ്റെ ആ നടന്ന സമയത്ത് his murder happened. It is very unfortunate, but that happened. Okay, and I think someone from Utah, I don't know who his designation is, but then he was giving a press conference, he was talking, and then he was saying, I really hoped it wouldn't be one of us. I was hoping it would have been someone from a different state, or someone from a different country, or someone from a no. Yeah, he was hoping that the shooter
was from of course,
someone from another country.
Oh, that was the best news. The next day I heard it's not somebody from a different caste or a religion.
I was
so
like,
thank God for that. Otherwise that adi pidichu karum.
That would have been
bad. Yes, very bad. But
speaks, right? It's all.
That's it's very much there. And also Jimmy Kimmel, like he said about, he was trolling Trump. He was not even talking about Charlie Kirk's death, like, but anyway, the whole thing came. So you told about
I wanted
because what was her
no, I wanted to talk about this party that Jeremy Corbyn and Zara Sultana formed. It's called Your Party. And they actually left Labour Party because they had different views on welfare and some policies that they were actually talking about to implement. So I followed both of them very religiously, So Yeah, I really thought this was going to be a very good step in, in terms of the country wise. എല്ലാ പോളിസീസിന്റെ രീതിയിലായിരിക്കും. I really thought this would be a really good step forward. But they have some issues between themselves. So when you look up to someone hoping that oh, this is it, this is the good change that is going to happen ennulla reethile, പക്ഷേങ്കിൽ and then you find that they are fighting amongst themselves even for the basic stuff. It was something, I think it was related to something like our financials take care ചെയ്യും എന്നുള്ളത്. Very minute silly കാര്യങ്ങൾ. So when something like that happens, it actually questions the credibility and it hurts as well. I was about to sign up for the membership of this party as well, but then I stopped myself and അപ്പം അതിന് സൈൻ അപ്പ് ചെയ്ത എത്രയോ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടായിരുന്നു തോന്നുന്നു. I think 20 million pounds they made just from, I'm not really sure about the figures, but they did make a huge amount of money from the memberships. But Zara acted on her own instead of going with the party. So really not sure what is happening between inside them. So I really hope they can figure it out, because these two people are actually really can make some difference, So yeah, I really hope.
If you're listening.
If you're listening.
Oh, I'll make a reel on this. No, I think it was, again, touch some grass. Go, because I think migration itself, like you said, they have to be more aware of what their facts. They need to do their fact check rather than relying on what the news says. Even the news channels are so biased, so you can't really rely on them as well. They are also talking. I think there's one famous, I have absolutely no clue what his name was. There is one person in British news channels, he keeps saying that we are the one who is looting them. I don't know his name, but yeah. So like those channels, and people are feeding on that way too much, and they're coming to the street and protesting. They should fact check, they should check. And migration is such a human thing to do. Either your ancestors are migrate and that's why you are here. Your children will migrate, not for particularly for like a job seeking thing, but it can be for anything. Climate change, like you said, if the world is going to collapse, things are going to happen, people are going to migrate. It's a very natural thing. So if you kind of restrict it, then there is no point. Like, you're restricting human movement in general. So
and they have like from the Britain itself, as people have come and colonized half of the world.
Yeah, that's why know your history.
Know your history. Like, we are not. Yeah, we learned this from you, so we just.
I mean, before also we used to migrate. Migration itself is not a bad thing. And if you're cursing on illegal migration, you shouldn't come at immigrants. You should go to the government system where they should have a proper way. They should have a safe passage to this country. They should have a proper route to this country. If they do that, then the illegal boats and everything will get stopped. But
no, there are actually policies, or the government actually looks at each and every case of a person who's coming as an asylum seeker. And അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് അവർ ആക്സെപ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആൾക്കാരാണ് ഇവിടെ. ദേ തിങ്ക് ഓക്കെ, ദിസ് ഈസ് എ വാലിഡ് കേസ് ഫോർ ദിസ് പേഴ്സൺ ടു കം ഹിയർ ആൻഡ് സ്റ്റേ ഹിയർ, ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ്സ് വൈ ദേ ഗ്രാന്റ് them this title of being an asylum seeker. It's not just being like, oh, okay, boatil keri vannu appo and then they are just living here. No, that's not how it's happening. And then even for an asylum seeker, they are just getting, I think, £9 per week as allowance. And they are getting like, they stay in a hotel, but then that is only for a particular time period, and after that they have to find their own home, find a job for themselves and everything. So living in a country
Yeah.
with such inflation, with just £9 per week as an allowance, I don't think that's
A good allowance.
good allowance.
But like rather than coming to us, just go back to the government and ask more records from them, like the correct records, correct files, because most of the records that are shown on news are not that great. Like it's not right at all. It's very much biased. But again, choose wisely, vote also to the right people, because that also impacts very much, as we all have seen. So do that. And
Yeah, you have to be politically educated in this environment.
Very much.
You cannot say that you don't have a side to take, because no, you
Take a
have
side.
to take
Pick
a
a
side.
side.
If you're not taking a side, it's because you're very much privileged and you don't want to, think about other people in your life or in the society as well. So please take a stand, and please take the right stand, hopefully.
there's some like
No,
people.
yeah, like you said, we all migrate, right? And it's an essential part. And I think we all have migrated here. 100% of the people we come here for the money. Right, it's just the monetary reasons. Mostly that's the first thing that we see. Obviously the currency value and everything. So I feel like it's like പണ്ട് നമ്മളെ ഇങ്ങനെ കൊളനൈസ് ചെയ്തോണ്ടാണല്ലോ നമുക്കൊന്നും ഇല്ലാണ്ടായി പോയത്. ഇവൻ നമ്മളെ നാട്ടില് I really feel that comes from the basic thing that I really want to settle in India, but the kind of money that we get ഒരു monthly ആണെങ്കിൽ 24,000 എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാനാ? So it really goes back to
എൻ്റെ കുട്ടി, my friend was first, like she was teacher and she was offered 15,000 or 10,000 or something like that.
24,000 എന്തെങ്കിലും ആവട്ടെ. അപ്പൊ ആ ഒരു ചെറിയ പൈസ കൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് ജീവിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. അത്രയും ഗതികേട് കൊണ്ടാണ് we are coming here. And they have no clue. It's not like we don't want to live there, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ വന്ന് എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യണം എന്നൊന്നും അല്ല. Our main reason is to earn and to help our family and everything.
Have a better
Most of the
life,
people, so it comes from there. പിന്നെ ഈ വരുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ, I know that there are some people who have in the past done certain things which would have created the sense of thing in people's head, but it's just a few people, and you can't generalize them, because like we do understand where this is coming from, but you can't really judge based on that.
There are
But if I'm just thinking too much, okay? But if
You should.
think that you shouldn't generalize people based on what a small group of people did, then you shouldn't generalize people who colonized us as well, because that's not who they are.
We don't have any problem.
No,
with
that's
that.
that's
I'm just saying where it is all coming from, like from the start. I'm not just saying India or anything. എല്ലാവരുടെയും colonize ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട് ബ്രിട്ടീഷ്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് അവർക്ക് ഇത്രയും പവർ ഉള്ളത്. So if we are coming today here, like she said, fact ആയിട്ട് അവർക്കൊന്നും അറിയില്ല. Even history they don't know. I have had people, when I told them that this happened,
they don't teach here. They don't teach here.
Yeah, so these are like the basic things that നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ ആലോചിച്ചാൽ തന്നെ മനസ്സിലാവും. നമ്മൾ തന്നെ ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് ഇത്രയും പൈസ എടുക്കും, നമ്മളെ മൈൻഡിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നത് എന്തിനാണ് നമുക്ക് തോന്നുമല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ബേസിക് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യം പോലും they don't know. Rest everything came later. Now whatever is happening, but these are like the basic things that
they should know. Okay, yeah.
No, I was just trying to.
Oh, hold. there, boy. We don't need a small dead cat. അതെ, നല്ല കറക്റ്റ്. No, there are, okay. Anyway, one light is gone, so we have to end this. That's how we end programs. When the light just goes, light is like I'm done with this. It's time to sleep. So light is gone. So as a final thought, I think there was one of my white friend, British friend. He quoted Porco Rosso, which is a Miyazaki movie, animated movie, where it says it's better to be a pig than a fascist. Pig are a very beautiful animal. I don't have anything, but try to not be a fascist. That's it. Yeah. Any end thoughts? Any end quotes?
No, yeah. I think this
Only
is what
quotes.
we say. This is what we say every single episode. Educate yourself and try to take a stand. like always speak out for what you stand for. That's what I really think. And
And
yes,
that's also fun.
that is fun.
Yeah.
You know, just
Very cool.
talk with your friends about it. And
Yeah.
Until last year, or maybe until last year, I'm somebody who doesn't like to wake up and listen to news because I think it's very negative impact ഉണ്ടാക്കും രാവിലെ തന്നെ നമ്മൾ ന്യൂസ് കേൾക്കുക. പക്ഷെ we have come to a place where we have no option.
We are the news.
We are the news, like literally. So I think ഈ ഒരു ടൈമിൽ you need to know things, like it's like ചെറുപ്പത്തിലൊക്കെ നമ്മളോട് പറയാറില്ല, അപ്പോഴൊന്നും കേൾക്കാറില്ല. പക്ഷെ ഇപ്പോൾ it has become such a necessity in life that if we don't know what's happening, then so it's better to like not just the news, like know what's happening, like she said, educate. അതിന് എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ചെയ്യണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞതാണ്.
വെളിച്ചം ദുഃഖമല്ല, വെളിച്ചം is very good.
And
that's it.
to have your own opinion.
Yep,
and maybe you can also contribute something different.
Yeah.
So
please don't
Having that
blindly
conversation
follow,
itself
I think.
among groups, among parents and everyone. Let's say fight with your parents. Have good fights because it's gonna do you good only.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like I said 3 times, don't follow blindly anything. Anything a person in power says. They're just here for their own sake. Nobody is trying to, everything's just for their own benefit. So please educate yourself and
And also like I forgot my point. Okay, let's stop here. No.
can I add one point?
Yeah, of course.
Since you said
Lots of
you have to
point.
fight for and everything, so I always used to fight for going for trips and everything. Okay, so I lived with my granny for 2 years in Bangalore. So until then she was so against trip. പുറത്തു പോയി ഫുഡ് കഴിക്കുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് she'll cook for me.
Your granny was in Bangalore?
Yeah, my granny is very nice and chill, and she's the one why I'm here. Like she spent the entire money on me.
Oh,
It's not my parents, it's my granny. So why I want to tell this is woman empowerment. So recently, so she lived with me in 2 years in Bangalore, so she has changed living with me. Like recently she's gonna go on a Dubai trip for 10 days with her sister. Like just 2 of them. So our change, like when you change, you can literally inspire somebody in your family. What they didn't live back then, they might be able to live now. And I really see that, like my mom doesn't want to change, but my granny wants to change, and she is changing. And it's so nice to see her, like she was sending me pictures of churidar, what she's gonna wear in Dubai. So it's so nice. So you can really help your parents too, even if you change, make a small change. So
yeah, we are looking forward to Granny videos.
Yes,
vlog, please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, we will do. I mean, she will do. If you can send, I will edit. Yes, try to edit. Yes.
yeah.
Okay, on that note, we will say bye-bye. Bye-bye and see you next time. Next time. Bye-bye.